Mokgoro would be the new Northwest Premier candidate. He'll be taking over the vacancy left by Supra Mahumapelo when he resigned last month. Mokgoro will be sworn in tomorrow. But who is the 70-year-old? Where does he fit in terms of the long-term strategic plans of the governing party? Will he be a permanent player and at least able to undo some of the legacy of his predecessor, or just a stopgap candidate? And crucially, will he be palatable to all sides in the factionalized provincial structures of the governing party? Well, we are joined now by analyst Professor Duvan Hanke, who joins us, of course, on the line. Good evening to you. I mean, who is Job Mokgoro, and is he the right man for the job?
Good evening, Bongani. Yes, I definitely think he is the right man for the job under the specific set of circumstances within Northwest at the moment. If we look at his history, he was, even before 1994, involved in the politics of that time, Botswana and Northwest, in the sense that he was part of the transition. After that, he became the Director General of the province. Currently, he is the head of the School of Governance in Northwest. He's a very influential politician. He's known to be impartial. He's very strict. And I believe he has the right set of values to take the province forward under these difficult circumstances. However, we must say that this will probably be only a temporary appointment until the coming national and provincial elections.
Of course, it comes after a month that the party has been trying to come up with a name of a candidate that is going to be a compromise all sides can accept. We know previously, of course, 3 names proposed by the Mahumapelo-led Provincial Executive Committee were rejected by the ANC's National Executive Committee. Of course, Mahumapelo is expected to resign from his position as an ordinary member of the Northwest Legislature. What's the way forward now?
Well, I think there are concerns that Mr. Job Mokgoro must still report in some way to the chairperson of the ANC in the name of Mr. Supra Mahumapelo. In that sense, it's a bit problematic, but you are quite right. He is one of the few people in Northwest with a lot of influence that is acceptable to the big factions within the ANC in Northwest. And hopefully he can use his personal influence to take the province forward, because we know there are major challenges not only within the context of the ANC, but also within the context of provincial government, referring to what is going on in a number of provincial departments, including health, local government, education, treasury, etc.
So where does this leave then the Supra Mahumapelo supporters? And really, can the ANC in the Northwest finally get its house in order?
Well, I think it's going to be difficult for the ANC to get its house in order before the coming national and provincial elections. I think at the end of the day, we will probably see parties coming from the ANC. We already heard the rumors of an African Transformation Party that is going to be established coming from the KZN environment. And we may see in the future these parties having influences in a province like Northwest as well. At the moment, the battle is still going on within the structures of the ANC in terms of who is going to control the ANC. And we must say that Mr. Supra Mahumapelo is an influential politician, even if he is not the current premier.
I suppose a critical issue that must be dealt with is the fact that it's emerged that there was 15.3 billion rand accumulated in irregular expenditure across the provincial government, which of course has almost doubled from the period 3 years before. That's according to Mpumi Mpofu, who is, of course, as we know, the Director General in the Department of Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation. What happens now? I mean, do we just move on, or do you expect that there might be investigations?
I think there will definitely be some sort of investigation. We know there is other investigations also going on within the context of state capture. I cannot see the current government, and now I'm referring to the Ramaphosa government, just leaving this issue and continuing as if nothing has happened. I think they will definitely investigate, and I think there will be a difficult time for Mr. Mahumapelo and other people within the structures of Northwest. At this point in time, however, it is still allegations, and it must go through the necessary legal processes. But if we look at the content of what was happening in the province, we are looking at a very serious situation, and at the moment, we can basically say that we are talking about institutional decay in the province to the extent that it is becoming very difficult to even deliver basic services within the province.
All right, we'll have to wrap it there with Professor Andre Duvenhage, who's of course a political analyst at the University of the Northwest. Job Mokgoro will be sworn in as the new Northwest Premier tomorrow.